Hey, what's going on? Got a vid request, so I'm getting around to it. And this guy wanted to know, well, first of all, we're similar in age. He's 24, I'm 25. Um, he's out there in Florida, Tampa, and he wanted to know if I had any ideas of what he can do, to meet like-minded people, instead of going to a nightclub or a bar. First of all, it's tough because Southern California is a different type of environment. It really is. There's a lot going on here. So whenever you have so much going on, you have a lot of different niches to find yourself. You being in Tampa and me being out here, everything is not the same. And I've never really been out there, so I don't want to tell you to do something and, it doesn't translate to what you really have available to you. So all I can really do is share with you what I do, and hopefully you can take from it what you need to. In regards to just going out, what I like to do first and foremost is, like I said, if I have some work to do, if I have to read, or and I do a whole lot more casual reading than I did before, or if I have to type a paper or just get my thoughts together, instead of sitting at home, I go to a coffee shop where, Starbucks, whatever you want to call it. That's where I like to go. Now, out in Southern California, we have hundreds of coffee shops. Some are by schools, some are by malls, and what I like to do is I like to go to the coffee shops that are by some sort of university or even a JC, because I know the type of people that will be there, as opposed to me going to a Starbucks or coffee shop by a mall or a shopping center, where the people there are more so people trying to, have casual conversations and, do business and just talk about what's going on. So, if I'm really trying to study and focus, I like to put myself in an environment where I know typically there's going to be other college students there. Okay? And, me just putting myself in that surrounding, you'd be surprised who you'd meet. Maybe somebody studying, you taking a break, and, she's taking a break. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? I don't do a good job of doing that, though. However, simply because I kind of have to travel a little bit further to be at a coffee shop by a local college. So even I can do a better job of doing that. But, it is what it is. Just get out and go study, go read, go do something. And I'm sure you're going to find, like-minded people there. If you live by a university, a lot of the times they do a lot of smaller events, depending on the school. But they do a lot of smaller events, a lot of workshops, a lot of guest speakers that a lot of people don't know about. Most of the time, schools put on events and they have guest speakers, but it really more so attracts other faculty and graduate students and just older people. People and the students doing undergrad don't really partake, simply because, it's not a party. So, if you're around a college or university, check out their website or see what's going on and just see what kind of stuff that they do. Because oftentimes, like I said, they'll have activities designed for those in undergrad, but then they'll have activities that are designed for faculty and graduate students and just older people who are around. And those events are always cool simply because you meet so many different people. I enjoy going to those, but once again, I don't do a good enough job at, staying connected simply because I get so busy. But I know for a fact that's the avenue that I have. In regards to the whole alternative for the nightclub scene, I don't know. Like I said before, I'm lucky enough because I have a large group of friends. So even if I want to hang out with people, I have that core grouping, so I never really felt the need to go to a nightclub or a bar. The only time I go is, when I have a friend who's having some sort of party, or, and, they know the promoter or something, and, it's pretty much a whole bunch of people that I know. But in terms of a substitution for that, I can't tell you I know of one. It's just not my cup of tea, so I never really needed a substitution. It is what it is. So, I don't know if you need that sort of activity in your life where you would like to be around people in that sort of setting. I'm not a nightclub or bar scene type of person simply because there's no filter. There's people from everywhere. So even for me, it's just not my cup of tea. I'd rather be around people I know, or people in a setting where, if you're trying to meet somebody new, you're not yelling at somebody, and, you're not trying to get their number as quickly as possible so you can go talk to the next person. That's not my style. That's not my swag. So I don't really think there is an alternative for the nightclub scene. But, like I said, it's really about you understanding the demographics of where you live, to be quite honest with you. Everywhere is different. Even in Southern California. I don't live in the LA area. Okay, I live on the outskirts. So even, that's different. But, even so, if you talk to another person from Southern Cali and they were more so in the LA, metro area, they would probably have something completely different to tell you. So, like I said, it's really just about you knowing your area, knowing the demographics of the people who are around you. And like I said, try to get out as much as possible. Read, do what you need to do. Make sure you have a laptop or a notebook or whatever they call it. And if you're going to go out, make sure you try to go to places where there's other like-minded people. Don't just go to any Starbucks or coffee shop. Make sure you're going to go to one where there's going to be other people who will probably be studying or reading or just doing something maybe more academic, as opposed to going to a coffee shop, near a mall or a shopping center where it's going to be people from everywhere. And like I said, if you're by a local JC or a college or university, check out what they have to offer. Okay, because oftentimes they will have different events that are catered towards a crowd, 25, 26 and up, to be honest with you. So it's not just about the undergrad experience. A lot of people think that once they graduate, they have to run away from their college because it's so undergrad. But, though they are separate. They do things separately. They have their own programs and their own activities meant to cater to what they're looking for. So anyways, hopefully, you got the gist of what I'm saying. Take it easy. God bless.